Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Kurt, and I want to talk to you about what D&D got right and got wrong for 5th edition, Episode 2, the Advantage-Disadvantage Mechanic. So, in both previous editions and in this edition, your character would have static bonuses to their ability scores. So, for example, you might have +2 to hit from being proficient with your short sword, and +2 to hit and damage because of your attribute. Okay, +4 to hit, +2 to damage. You roll a d20 to hit, add 4 to it. If you hit, d6 +2. Pretty simple. But then, no two combats are necessarily alike. There might be some variables that are introduced. Perhaps there's smoke and fog on the battlefield, making things harder to hit. Sand gets thrown in your eyes. Your enemy is invisible. You're up on a horse and have the advantage of high ground. Or perhaps you're restrained or hindered in some way because you're standing in molasses. Well, all of those situational modifiers in some editions would be a +1 here, a +2 there, -3 there, -4, +2 again. And you have to sort through, okay, how many of these do I have? Add them all up, and they might change from round to round. And that's what you got. Well, it would sometimes take a little bit of time for everybody to sort through all of those. As simple as it might seem, because, hey, we're just talking about single-digit addition and subtraction. Should be quick, should be easy. But not every player is completely on the ball at all times. None of us are. Sometimes we're slogging through the rule books going, okay, what modifiers do I get? Well, so for 5th edition, they changed that up. You still have your static modifiers. Those are the same from combat to combat almost all the time. But then let's say you have some special thing that happens to come up. You're on horseback above a person who's on foot. You have the height advantage. Okay, cool. They just say you have advantage. And what advantage means is that you are rolling your d20 twice and picking the best one. So it's like a reroll, but if the reroll is worse, you take the initial one. So you might as well throw the 2 dice at the exact same time, because you are going to be picking between the 2 of your choice. On the flip side of that, you might have something seriously going against you, like it's a normal combat, no special anythings, except the enemy suddenly turns invisible. You have disadvantage to hit them. So once again, you'll take 2 d20s, but your roll to hit will be using the worst of 2. Pretty simple. Pretty quick. But if you have something that gives you advantage and something else that gives you disadvantage, they balance each other out. If you have multiple things that give you 1 and only one thing that gives you the opposite, 2 advantages and 1 disadvantage, they still just cancel out 0-0, don't worry about it, and take a straight roll. It's quick, it's simple, it saves a little bit of time. So I'm going to say that the advantage-disadvantage mechanic is something that D&D got right for 5th edition. That's just my opinion. DM Kurt, out.